Welcome to Secrets of Chinese Sages. Avoid those who carry a mindset of failure. These individuals, no matter what you discuss, will always find an excuse. They'll say it's impossible, that there's no opportunity, or that everything is a scam. They argue endlessly about fairness, think a lot, but never act. They wait, hesitate, and fear failure. They mock those who fail and envy those who succeed, claiming others are just lucky, well-connected, or benefiting from someone else's success. People like this have no future, for their minds are filled with defeat. How can you recognize someone truly exceptional? Often they are hard to read, as their thoughts operate on a higher level. They are composed, insightful, and refined, rarely forming close bonds easily. They reflect deeply on their place in society, understand life's complexities, and are rarely satisfied with the status quo. Their aspirations reach far beyond the present. The wise speak just enough and never reveal all their plans. They listen well, respond with precisely what you wish to hear, and make you feel understood. They remain humble, for only the truly intelligent know to stay silent about their ambitions until success is in hand. Those with emotional stability are often the most intelligent. They master their emotions rather than being ruled by them. They don't force themselves to fit in, but have a unique way of building connections through small gestures and brief encounters. Human development typically follows 8 stages. The first is innocence, easily tempted. The second is confusion and helplessness, full of ambition but lacking the power to act. The third is emotional instability, often blaming others. The fourth is arrogance, seeing everyone else as fools. The fifth is cunning disguise, playing weak to defeat the strong. The sixth is decisiveness, equipped with wisdom and self-built strength. The seventh is outward gentleness with inward resilience, firm yet humble. The eighth is effortless mastery, handling everything naturally and with grace. To accelerate your journey to the higher stages, reflect on these 35 truths. Here are the first few. Truth number 1, a person constantly busy with chores, entertainment, and short videos will never generate deep thought. Without deep thought, they cannot simplify complexity or find wise solutions. Truth number 2, truly intelligent people spend at least 1 to 2 hours each day in solitude, free from distractions, to think deeply and make clear decisions. Your choices determine everything. If your reasoning is flawed, so will be your results. Those who make correct decisions 80% of the time will achieve vastly more, sometimes 10 or 100 times more than someone whose accuracy is just 70%. Truth number 3, when helping others, start with small favors, then gradually offer more. If you help too much from the beginning and then lessen your support, you risk appearing ungrateful or unreliable. The same goes for setting rules. Start strict, then relax. If you begin leniently and become strict later, people will resent your severity. Truth number 4, life is a battle between old and new beliefs. Small progress requires effort, but major transformation demands the destruction of outdated thinking. Without demolishing the old, true breakthroughs are impossible. Truth number 5, whatever you have right now is the best your current awareness and abilities can provide. The dreams you yearn for lie beyond your present level. To reach them, you must expand your understanding and improve your capabilities. Through that journey, you will become stronger. Truth number 6, your resources often follow the Matthew effect. Love goes to those who already have it. Wealth flows toward those who already possess it. A person who owns a successful company is more likely to own another. Those with nothing may remain stuck for generations. The Rockefeller family, billionaires a century ago, are still powerful today. Meanwhile, the poor remain poor. If you cannot accept this, it simply means you don't yet understand how the world works. And that lack of understanding is itself a weakness. Truth number 7, surround yourself with progressive environments and exceptional people. That's where the most valuable ideas circulate. In backward environments, outdated thinking and people prevail. Those who fall behind once often continue falling behind, dragging along their mediocre abilities. An intelligent person should seek out elite environments, even if it means fierce competition. In such a setting, surrounded by talent, you'll naturally become wiser and more diligent. In contrast, staying in a stagnant environment, surrounded by complacent minds, will slowly wear down your drive. You'll lose ambition, fall into routine, and awaken destructive instincts. Poor environments feed you low-quality, outdated information, And if you absorb this daily, your mind will become dull and you'll be trapped in petty conflicts. Truth number 8. Learning from survivors and those who've succeeded is far more effective than studying failure. Failure can teach avoidance, but only success shows you how to win. If you dismiss the experiences of successful people as mere luck, you're refusing to learn what actually works. Always prioritize learning from those who have done well, people of vision and strategy, not those who settled for mediocrity. Truth number 9, as you grow, don't waste time on aimless activities. Avoid random actions without direction. They don't add value, only consume your energy. Laziness isn't always sitting idle. Sometimes it's the illusion of productivity, being endlessly busy networking or attending events while neglecting critical thinking. Truth number 10, in a chaotic, consumption-driven society, learn to lower your desires, simplify your life, and focus your energy on improving yourself. Real growth comes from within, not from showing off. If you lack real talent and chase everything blindly, society will eventually cast you aside like garbage. Truth number 11. When asked what scares him most, Bill Gates replied, "The young people working tirelessly day and night." His answer was sharp and humorous, but deeply inspiring. For those in their 20s and early 30s, life is supposed to be hard. If it feels easy, you're probably stuck in comfort. Hardships don't disappear, they grow quietly with age. Some people awaken early. By their 20s, they begin building financial independence and reconstructing their mindset. They filter relationships, adopt sharper thinking, and slowly step out of life's shadows. Most people, however, don't live consciously. They're grown children, merely surviving day to day. They never stop to think. But once awakening truly happens, your inner energy rises. You begin radiating power, freedom, and joy from within. Only those who've experienced deep suffering and climbed high can understand this feeling. Like standing atop a mountain and finally seeing the world clearly. Truth number 12. Most people don't begin to understand how society truly works until they're between 35 and 40 years old. By then, they are often trapped in the grind of survival, with little freedom to break out. In contrast, those from elite backgrounds often grasp these truths in their 20s without needing to worry about finances. This is the power of legacy, generations of accumulated wisdom and wealth. The greatest loss in life isn't money, it's time and awareness. It's like finally finding a pillow after a sleepless night, only to realize it's already dawn, or carrying a small stash of cash into a casino, not losing to the house, but to the harsh rules of society. In your 20s, most people don't understand the value of money or power. They also don't invest in the skills needed to acquire them. Youth itself is a treasure. For men, it's a time of career opportunities. For women, a time of social attention. Yet many waste this golden phase. By the time they hit 35, men lose their edge in the job market, and women, no matter how attractive, are often overlooked in favor of younger competition. Meanwhile, parents begin to show signs of aging and illness, and the cost of raising children increases. That's when people finally wake up to the importance of money and influence. But by then, they've fallen behind. Catching up becomes a steep climb. Children from ordinary families often lack early social awareness compared to the children of professionals and entrepreneurs. Their parents, living in confusion themselves, rarely guide them with clarity. Only those from humble beginnings who possess exceptional talent or face major failures in their teens or 20s tend to awaken earlier to life's realities. The world is harsh. The sooner you understand it, the better. Truth number 13, confidence is a strength, but overconfidence is a trap. With repeated success, people become arrogant. They indulge in luxury, get lost in pleasure, and lose focus. Sexual desires, gambling, and vanity distract them. This is the fastest way to ruin. To rise steadily, you must work tirelessly, avoid comfort, remain humble, control desires, and always keep learning from those more capable than you. Truth number 14, giving up easily is common. The real problem isn't a lack of ability, it's a lack of commitment to a clear goal. Many people claim they'll persist for 3 months, even 3 years, but quit after a few days. That's why excellence is rare. Pure discipline and endurance already set you apart from the majority. Truth number 15, those who excel think deeply and see widely. They don't need extraordinary intelligence or talent. What they have is a broader vision and the ability to see the bigger picture. the social systems and hidden rules. Those who understand the system survive. Those who reshape the system thrive. And those who control it dominate. Success comes from aligning with natural laws, upholding truth, and acting accordingly. This world is full of foolish words and thoughts, and those foolish ideas bring enormous consequences. A wise person knows when to bow, not just to truth, but sometimes to ignorance. What's your interpretation of that? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Truth number 16. Some parents believe that once their children grow up and start earning, their job as providers is complete. They sacrifice their own comfort, hoping their children will one day succeed and return to support the family. But they don't realize the burden placed on a young adult without family backing. That child must bow to employers, depend on landlords, work tirelessly to make ends meet, and struggle to save even a little. This creates family tension, children feel resentful, parents feel disappointed. Many working class or rural families think sending their child to college will lift them out of poverty. But in reality, the family often remains in hardship. The expectation that one degree will save an entire household is a dangerous illusion. Truth number 17. Signs that you're becoming stronger include the following. First, you lower your expectations of others. People who've weathered storms know that no one is entirely dependable, not even those closest to you. When you stop expecting help, you also stop feeling bitter when it's not offered. Assistance is kindness, not obligation. The higher your expectations, the greater your disappointment. Second, you start prioritizing health and financial stability over romance or emotional distractions. Those who've suffered enough understand that only with money in your pocket can you live with dignity. Third, you become calmer and more tolerant. You stop sweating the small stuff or reacting to criticism. You realize that arguing with someone on a different level of awareness is simply a waste of time. Fourth, you control your emotions better. Maturity brings emotional discipline. You know now that anger solves nothing and only weakens you. Truth number 18. Successful people are often introverted. Psychology shows that introverts draw energy from within, while extroverts feed off the external world. This inward focus allows introverts to develop independent thinking, deep reflection, and logical decision-making. They may speak less, but they perceive more. Their awareness of self allows them to cultivate strong inner strength. When this self-awareness grows, introverts can look beyond appearances and understand the core of a situation. Like detached observers, they evaluate everything with clarity, giving them a powerful advantage in life. Truth number 19. Women who are overly emotional often struggle to succeed. Emotional women tend to care too much about others' opinions and obsess over trivial matters. This leads them to get entangled in things that don't truly matter. In contrast, successful individuals, regardless of gender, learn to rise above their emotions, accept discomfort, and stay focused on their main objectives. They ignore petty distractions and move toward real results. High achievers know how to filter out noise. They aim directly at the heart of the matter, take action, and discard ineffective habits. When faced with a problem, if it can't be solved, they let it go and keep moving forward. Truth number 20. Be ready to make sacrifices to achieve your goals. Use every available resource, every legal method, and even unconventional strategies if necessary. Never quit until you succeed. Emotional control is a high form of maturity. A mature person knows how to keep their struggles private. While children cry when upset and laugh when happy, adults must sometimes face overwhelming challenges in silence. If you meet someone who constantly complains and lacks direction, it's best to keep your distance. Instead of drowning in your own emotions, worry more about the balance in your bank account. Take care of your parents and your children. The difference between successful and ordinary people lies in their ability to handle pain. To rise, you must first master your temperament. Stay calm in success and unshaken in failure. Truth number 21. When encountering someone more successful, don't shrink back or resort to flattery. That only diminishes your own value. Instead, find a way to provide real value to them. People at the top are always looking for collaborators who can contribute, not cling. Don't be a burden, be an asset. No one wants to help someone who brings nothing to the table. Truth number 22. Poor people often care too much about pride. Their pockets are empty, yet they're too proud to bend. Rich people, on the other hand, aren't afraid to lose face. They smile, humble themselves, and do whatever it takes to make money. They know how to bow when necessary, learn from others, and take every opportunity for growth. They're willing to beg in one world just to become kings in another. Truth number 23. When you meet someone who is far more capable than you, treasure the encounter. Use it as a chance to learn. Observe their focus, their calm presence, their broad thinking, and long-term vision. Turn their strengths into your own. As you grow stronger and more mature, your love becomes more meaningful. If the person you love appreciates your growth, hold on to them. If not, you will have the strength and dignity to walk away with pride. Truth number 24, the three biggest mistakes people make in life are: first, getting married too early, before their career or abilities are stable. True ability is the power to create value from nothing, the essence of competitiveness. Second, returning to a small hometown too soon, missing out on exposure to a bigger world and more accomplished individuals. Third, abandoning learning and personal development. If you fall into all three traps, your future becomes severely limited. Youth is the time to exchange effort for experience and skill. Don't let it pass by with repetitive routines and no progress. Truth number 25, if someone or an environment is holding you back or spreading negativity, cut ties quickly. If you don't, you'll be dragged down with them and eventually become like them. Don't let relationships or emotional obligations trap you. Every experience should enrich your life, not entangle it. Truth number 26, what sets successful people apart is that when they say they'll do something, they follow through. They are fierce in pursuit of their goals. They persist with unwavering spirit, never fearing obstacles or setbacks. They stay composed under pressure and unshaken by difficulties, and that's what creates extraordinary success. Truth number 27. Japanese author Haruki Murakami is a prime example of discipline. To improve his focus and quit smoking, he began running at age 33. At first, he could only manage 20 minutes, but with consistent practice, he worked up to 100 minutes. Murakami writes for 4 to 5 hours a day with relentless consistency. Personal growth, like building muscle, requires repetition, rest, and discipline. The mind needs recovery too. Through daily effort, strength multiplies. Truth number 28. People who appear simple on the outside often possess remarkable depth. They choose not to fight for immediate gain, instead waiting patiently for the right moment to claim true advantage. In history, figures like Tiberius, Augustus, and Marcus Aurelius exemplified such patience. They acted only when their rivals were exhausted and thus secured lasting victories. When you witness friends caught in arguments, it's often wiser to remain neutral. In the end, people will respect your calm presence. Not competing can be the greatest form of competition. Truth number 29. If you aim for a great goal, keep it to yourself. The world is full of people who carry negative energy. Some of them will try to derail your dreams. Their doubt and discouragement can sap your willpower and make you second-guess your abilities. Wise people share their results, not their blueprints. If you reveal your plans too early, you may invite unnecessary obstacles and lose your drive. Truth number 30. Your true mentors are not those who flatter you in public, but those who offer honest feedback in private. A genuine guide will help you earn money, encourage your growth, and expand your vision. They reshape your thinking and inject you with positive energy. These are the people who deserve your deepest gratitude. They are your real benefactors. Truth 31. Only when a person discovers their own intrinsic value can they stand firm against life's chaos. Without this self-awareness, people become lost, pushed around by society's current, unable to find direction or purpose. The most important thing is to stay grounded in who you are. Know your core values and don't let the noise of the world drown them out. Truth number 32. If you are lenient with yourself, others will take advantage of you. But if you are strict with yourself, others will respect you. Ordinary people build relationships based on emotions, but high-level individuals build relationships based on value. A strong person constantly refines themselves. For a woman to be truly valuable, she must build her own worth. Men seek women who are wise, understanding, and capable of supporting their ambitions. Just like influential women in history, such as Eleanor Roosevelt or Priscilla Chan, the wife of Mark Zuckerberg, these women are irreplaceable. A smart woman is one who makes herself impossible to substitute. Truth number 33. People who are capable of making a lot of money often have one thing in common: they are not ruled by emotion. They stay clear headed and fully focused on their goals. They don't care about gossip, judgment, or outside opinions. Once they've chosen a direction, they go all in. They treat themselves like a money making machine, evaluate everything strategically, and understand that each phase of life allows for only a limited number of targets. They prioritize career and finance first. Only after securing these foundations do they build love and family. Through decisiveness and commitment, they eventually manage all aspects of life: love, children, and legacy. Truth number 34: the more successful a person becomes, the more humble and respectful they are, especially toward those in lower positions. This humility comes from deep understanding. They know how much they still lack and keep their hearts curious like a child, always exploring and learning. There are 3 levels of personal growth. First, realizing how vast the world is. Second, realizing how small you are. And third, understanding the harshness of life, but choosing to love it anyway. Truth number 35: the feeling of being lost often comes from one of 2 things: chasing too much outside and forgetting your internal value. When your heart is obsessed with fame, fortune, or validation, your mind becomes trapped. You lose autonomy and direction. Without a strong sense of self, your life drifts like a boat without a rudder, lost, aimless, and easily swayed. But if you can rediscover your core, your inner light, you will become grounded. You won't be shaken by the chaos outside. This core is your true self, the essence of your soul. Though covered by dust, it still glows. Those who can return to the center and live guided by it will find peace and lasting happiness. This inner center is not something external you must seek. It already exists within you. The sages called it the original spirit, the pure consciousness untouched by the world. When you stop chasing shadows and turn inward, you begin to see this truth. From that moment, your thoughts become clear, your energy flows freely, and your actions align with your deepest values. In this state, life no longer feels like a struggle. You are no longer driven by comparison, envy, or fear. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You simply act from a place of peace, purpose, and quiet strength. This is the state of true freedom. When your inner light shines, even in darkness, you see the path. When your mind is still, you can hear the wisdom of the universe. The world may tempt you, challenge you, even betray you, but your soul remains intact. This is what it means to be unshakable. And so, these 35 truths are not just life lessons. They are a call to awaken, to live with clarity, strength, and meaning, to stop blaming others, to stop waiting for change, and to take full responsibility for your path. May you use these insights not as theory, but as fuel for action. Let them sharpen your awareness, deepen your self-worth, and guide your transformation. The world is vast and full of chaos, but with the right mindset, you can stand tall, walk wisely, and shape your destiny. Thank you for listening to Secrets of Chinese Sages.